Hi there. Um, Making this video because for the past year I've been reading on the internet just hundreds of news reports, hundreds of just Muslims raping, Muslims having sex with kids, Muslims marrying kids, Muslims selling the kids off, Muslims raping their own kids, this, that and the other. It's dozens every week. It's dozens. It's common. It's part of the culture in a Muslim majority country. Okay? In any devout Muslim country like Saudi Arabia, Yemen, UAE, this sort of thing's normal. It's absolutely normal. And every single Western politician knows it. Tony Blair said he read the Quran. Gordon Brown was in Saudi Arabia this week. These people are well aware of what Islam is and what goes on in Muslim countries with the ethnic minorities. It's like in Saudi Arabia, you have 6 million non-Saudis. A lot of them are Christians and they've got no rights whatsoever. Okay? Now, these people know all about this, but this story I saw on the BBC website really got my goat, because this is the title. He's paying off his debt with his daughter. This is a normal thing. She's a girl. That's what she's there for. From the impression I get from the various news sources, Muslim and non-Muslim, is that all young girls is a hole for a man's cock. I don't mean to be so blunt, but that's basically it. And even the BBC aren't that interested in the fate of the girl, because this entire story is basically giving the impression that we in the West are bad because this man can't grow his opium. He can't grow his opium to poison our people, to kill us, to destroy families and society in the West. Right now, there are thousands of heroin addicts. Today, it's more like some heroin addict is going to mug someone today, somewhere in your country, to buy heroin. That scumbags like this dirty, filthy Muslim is growing in his country. And the BBC are only concerned that this man is having to sell his daughter. Yeah? Because we won't let him grow his opium. This sort of thing has been going on since Muhammad scratched his balls and got a bit horny. Yeah? Muhammad himself had a 6-year-old girl. And he didn't really pay that much for her. She was playing outside in the courtyard and the nurse went and got her in and brought her into the house and she sat in his lap until he satisfied himself. This is normality in a Muslim country. Okay? His daughter is the same as any camel. She's there to be traded with, traded over. Alright? It's normal. And as far as I'm concerned, the BBC are scum. Because, if you're really concerned about this child, why have you got that? Why is the story not about this dirty man making heroin to kill British people? The whole focus of the whole story is about this man that has no shame in trading off his daughter to be raped by a fully grown man. Excuse me. There's a story here it's an Indian website, but it's a story about a man from northwest India, a Muslim, living in Malaysia, and he's been raping his daughter every day for the past year or so. Every single day his wife goes off to work, he's upstairs, puts a Johnny on and rapes his child. This is a Muslim. Because, you are told in the Quran that you can sodomize your child. Yeah? But, I don't think it says anything about raping them, but Muhammad was a rapist, so I don't know, maybe he's just been a good Muslim doing what he's doing. But anyway, the moral of the story here is that his lawyer was speaking to the court, and he said he wants leniency because he raped her with a condom. What is the mentality of someone like that? You know, this not only is it is funny in a way, but it's sick, and you won't hear about it in the Western media. This is a story. It's from Your Men, and it's a 10-year-old girl. She's married off, like the age of 9 or something or whatever. Anyway, she raped every single day. Yeah, wasn't really allowed to play out. Yeah, she'd never even seen a swing before, but her family sold her into sex slavery, if you want to call it. All her duties was giving the oral, bending over, taking it. You know, he'd take her into bed, turn the lights out, blow the candle out, whatever it was, says in here, and he'd rape her. You know? Now, everybody knew about this in the local community because it's a normal thing. Yeah, the father sold his daughters off. That's what they're doing there. This is Islamic culture in an Islamic country. Yeah, and this is the sort of thing that when your kids are going to school in this right now and they're being taught Islam, they hide this bit away from them. Yeah, but this is pure. This is Islam. You know, in an Islamic country. Alright? The child wanted a divorce. She went and spoke to her father, and his father wasn't that bothered. Her husband wasn't that bothered because he just kicked the shit out of her and brought her into the bedroom. You know, her auntie gave her the bus fare. Yeah, this is how the concern of these people. Her auntie gave her the bus fare to go to the court. Didn't take her to the court. This child went to the court to seek a divorce. She's 10 years old. You know? According to the BBC, he can't grow his heroin, so he's selling his daughter. That's newsworthy. Something like this, isn't it? To me, I can't understand that. That's just sick and evil. Any culture, any people that think that this is a normal situation are sick and evil. They don't belong in this millennium. They belong 1,000 years ago. I don't want this way of life in my country whatsoever. I mean, this is just one example of how non-Muslims are treated in Muslim countries. This is a Christian girl, Pakistan, and well, they're second class by law anyway, because that's Islamic law. You are second class by law. And anyway, she's gang raped by a group of Muslims. And what's happened since? Nothing much really. You know. As far as Islamic law is concerned, she's a dirty bitch for having sex with people before marriage. You know? They've done nothing wrong. It's her. You know? This is Islam. This is the religion that Tony Blair respects and loves, and Gordon Brown thinks is a peaceful thing. You know? If you ignore history, facts, and the religion itself, and what they're doing all around the world every single day, maybe that's what you think. Yeah, but if you're elected into a position where you've got to represent people, yeah, and you're supposedly intelligent and not a lying bastard, well then you tell the truth, don't you really? You know? What do you think? Do you think this is a normal way of life? Are you a Muslim? Are you get horny with kids? Is that your thing? Yeah? What's your opinion?